The sunset have to do with paganism. Paganism in the sense of where you get Wicca, where you get traditions like the Golden Dawn. No, sunset doesn't have that paganism concept. No, it's not paganism. Most Sansistas are Catholics. You know, they're Catholic on Sunday, and they're Catholic one day a week, or you know, but 6 days of the week they're piritistas, they are Sancistas, they bregan la obra espiritual, they do misas espirituales, and one day a week they are católicos. You know, we go to the church, we light our candle to our santos. You know, but are we pagan as in, do we call the god and the goddess? We do not call none of the laws, none of the misterios, gods or goddesses. There's only one God, bon Dieu, okay? And we do not give bon Dieu a name. You can call bon Dieu Jehovah, you can call bon Dieu Olodumare, you can call bon Dieu Sambia, you can call bon Dieu whatever you want, but you recognize that there is that first cause of all causes, okay, which is bon Dieu, okay? But we are not a pagan, a European pagan tradition. Our tradition, if it's going to be pagan, it's going to be an African pagan tradition, and 65% of it is an Arawak pagan tradition, but it's not a European pagan tradition. And this Arawak, this Taino paganism is what makes Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Dominicans and Venezuelanos and Brasileiros who we are as people. You know what I'm saying? How we view things, how we view the spiritual world. But it has nothing to do with, you know, European paganism. So no, in that sense, no. Most Sansistas, actually all Sansistas who are Puerto Rican, know el Padre Nuestro. We always say el Padre Nuestro. We always start las misas espirituales with el Padre Nuestro, el Dios te salve María, los credos. Then we go on to say las oraciones de espirituales. We always say that. We do our cantos espirituales. We do not call on the God and the goddess and the horn god. No, that's not what sunset is about. Period, point blank. And the story again. That's not what it is. Okay? I was asked is the white. The Sansistas always dress white. Yes. We always wear white. We do not wear black. Now, you can wear black to go to the grocery store if you want to. You can wear black if you want to go to the movies, you want to go out dancing. But when you're working obras espirituales, we dress in white. And the ones who are receiving the ceremony dresses in white. The white symbolizes two things. It symbolizes Papa Daniel Blanco, which is the father of the Misterios. Papa Daniel Blanco is what is known in Voodoo as Dambala. And also the color white represents the ancestors, you know. And this did not just come from Africa, of us wearing white when we do our ceremonies. It came from the Boitú and Beiques of the Taino and Arawak culture. The Boitú and the Beique, when they worked the spirit, they always wore a light color. So we always wear white. We always wear either white pants or khaki pants, light brown pants, but we always dress in white. We do not do any ceremonies dressed in black. We do not give ceremonias in black. We do, when we're honoring a spirit, we do get our paños espirituales to represent that spirit. And, you know, we put it over our shoulder. This is one for para esa división de los negros, los petros. Here's another one, you know. We do wear los paños espirituales to represent these certain divisions, these certain misterios, when we're giving these ceremonies, when we're doing these ceremonies, whether it be la ceremonia de iluminación. You don't dress in black. Sorry, it just doesn't happen. You do not receive puntos in black. Everyone dresses in white. It's the color of respect. It's the color of cleanliness. It's the color of rebirth. It's the color of Daniel Blanco, Papa Daniel Blanco, which is known in Voodoo as Dambala, Ochumare, Olodumare. You know what I'm saying? We always wear white. Or Batala. We always wear white, and then when we're giving the puntos, when we're going to use colors, if a misterio comes down, we're going to get those paños espirituales, those fulas, you know, and we dress the misterio. But as servidores, as caballos, as aplazas, as banco espirituales, we always dress in white. And when we do ceremonies, when we do misas, you can ask any Puerto Rican. I was talking to a Sansista in Connecticut, and I said, "Mira, Doña Petra, can I ask you something? You always dress, you always dress in white for your ceremonies." And she's like, "Mira, nene, let me tell you something." She said to me, "Mira, nene," because Puerto Ricans, we always say, "Mira, nene. Mira, nene, let me tell you something. Mi saya is always gancha, hanging by the front door. So every time I have a misa espiritual, slip it on, good to go. My godchildren, they come to my house and they're not wearing their white saya or their cabezas tapadas with un pañuelo blanco or un sombrerito blanco, white t-shirts, they're not going to enter the misa espiritual." Everyone in the house wears white. And when we invite someone when someone receives ceremonies into our tradition, white is the color that we wear. We do not wear black. We can wear black to market basket. We can wear black to on a date. But spiritually, we wear white. And white does not come only from Santeria. One person said to me, "Oh, why you dress like an Iyawo?" That was the stupidest thing I ever heard in my whole life. Because people in Brazil, the tradition of Umbanda, dress in white. Maria Leonceros dress in white. Espiritismo Cruzado dress in white. Espiritistas en los templos, en los centros de Puerto Rico, we always dress in white. We might not have white pants. We will wear khaki pants, maybe a light blue jean, but we always have the top layer in white. We do not do anything in any other color but white. And again, if we're going to call a misterio comes down, el pañuelo, la fula, de ese color, de ese misterio, of that misterio. All right? Another question that I was asked, through email was initiation into Sanse. A lot of people like to use the word initiation, like we're the golden dawn, like we're a neo-pagan tradition. Puerto Ricans do not use the word initiation. Period. Point blank. End of story. We do not use the word initiation. We use the words ceremonias espirituales. And there are various ceremonias espirituales that you do receive to become a Sansista. There's not just one, there are various. The first ceremonia espiritual for you to undergo Sanse is la investigación de tu cuadro espiritual. In the investigación de tu cuadro espiritual, you find out who are those jefes. And in Sanse we have 7, some have 8, it can go up to 9. We find out who are those jefes misterios. Who is your papá? Who is your mamá? ¿Quién es tu tía espiritual? And these are loa misterios that are similar to in Santeria to what they would call orishas. And yes, they are known in voodoo as loa. Okay, and so we have una mamá, which is tu ángel de la guardia, that one that sits on your head. Then you have the one that guards your feet, that walks with you on, you have the upper and the lower, the yin and the yang, the night and the day. Okay, so you have your mother and your father. One may be the father, one may be the mother, it depends. That's the first thing that you have to do in Sanse, is tu investigación de cuadro espiritual. Okay. The second thing, after you receive tu investigación de cuadro espiritual, you start receiving las presentaciones a los puntos, okay, to those jefes of your jefes. Okay, so you receive una ceremonia, un punto, it could be al río, al cementerio, al bosque, al cruzamiento, whatever it may be, That is the second process, and it could take 4 days at least for a person to complete those ceremonies. After that, we do misas de elevación, misa de coronación, and after these ceremonies, it takes a couple of ceremonies. When you're finished with all these ceremonies and everything is said and done, you don't walk out of the house saying, "I'm a Sansista now." Sansista needs to be desarrollado. It needs to be earned. It's a title that needs to be earned. You just don't wake up and say, "I'm a Sansista today because I just did la coronación. I'm a Sansista today because I did la elevación, la misa de whatever it may be." No. It takes desarrollo, and you must work with your padrino or your madrina to desarrollar espiritualmente these facultades, that what we call in Sanskrit, esas facultades espirituales, okay, which is something very important, you know. But yes, there are various ceremonies. None are called initiation. We do not use that. We are not Wicca. We are not the Golden Dawn. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. We're not that. You know what I'm saying? Son ceremonias. There's bautismos, a las presentaciones de los puntos, I'm sorry. There's, of course, la investigación de tu jefe, de tu cuadro espiritual. And there's various ceremonies. And we, as Puerto Ricanos, we do not use that word initiation, okay?